Okay, let's talk about something pretty wild. Building $1 million business with 0 employees. And no, this isn't just another use ChatGPT tutorial. We're going to dive into 15 specific AI tools that are completely changing the game. This is a whole new playbook for how to work, so let's get into it. Right away, this quote hits you. It's the core idea of this whole thing. See, the future of work, according to the source material, isn't about being the best doer. AI is going to handle the tasks, probably better than any of us can. The real money, the real power, is going to come from being a world-class director. So what exactly is a director in this context? Well, I love this analogy. Think of yourself as the conductor of an orchestra, right? You're not playing the violin, you're not playing the drums. Your job is to know what's possible and direct the whole show. And that's key. The AI tools we're about to look at, they're not just apps on your phone. They're your new workforce. And you're the manager. All right, let's get into the first pillar. This is all about building the engine of your business. The stuff that needs to run 24/7, even when you're sleeping or, on a beach somewhere. We're talking total automation. And just to show you how powerful this is, get this. There's a real-world agency making $25 million a year building apps. Their secret? It's not a huge team of expensive developers. Nope. It's one automated system, and the magic behind it is a tool called Zapier. And here's that multi-million-dollar business broken down into just 4 simple automated steps. It's amazing. A client pays and fills out a form. Zapier, acting like a project manager, zips that info over to an AI coder. The AI builds the app, sends it back, and then Zapier automatically emails the client for review. The whole thing just runs by itself. So yeah, Zapier is awesome. People call it the glue of the internet for a reason. It connects everything. But what if your workflow needs to make a decision? What if it's not just A to B to C? That's where something like Gum Loop steps in. It's like Zapier with a brain. So for something like recruiting, it could actually look at a resume and decide, okay, send a rejection, or yep, this one's good, schedule an interview. All on its own. You don't have to code that logic in. Okay, moving on to pillar number 2. This is where AI basically becomes your entire creative and technical team. Seriously, we're talking coding, making ads, even building your investor pitch decks from scratch. So check out this crazy story from the source material. The guy walks into his office and he sees one of his finance guys, a numbers guy, not a tech guy, just casually writing software code. He's totally stunned and is like, dude, how are you even doing that? And the answer was so simple. He just says, oh, I'm using Cursor. And Cursor is this AI-powered code editor that lets you write what you want in plain English, and it spits out production-ready code. Suddenly, this finance guy, who just gets the logic of what he wants, can actually build software. That's a game changer. This leads to this idea of the 10x programmer. It's a real thing in the tech world. Some developers are literally 10 times more productive than others. Well, a tool like Cursor basically gives anyone that superpower. It turns one good programmer into 10. And think about the money. Instead of hiring 10 developers for, $250,000 each, you can get the same output from just one person. And it goes way beyond just coding. Your whole creative agency can be AI now. There's Icon, which scans your site and your competitors' sites and just pumps out hundreds of ads for you. Then there's Gamma, which can take a few bullet points from a meeting and create a fully designed, branded pitch deck in minutes. And Lovable, it can build a working app from a single sentence. For you, the director, this means you can test new ideas in a few hours, not wait months. Okay, so we've automated the business engine and we've got our AI creative team. Pillar 3 is all about you, the director. It's about getting an AI-powered copilot to make you smarter, faster, and better at your job. I mean, just think about meetings. How much time do we all waste just taking notes? Well, there's a tool called Fathom. It's an AI copilot that just joins your calls, it records, it transcribes, and then, this is the best part, it automatically pulls out all the action items and who's responsible. This means everyone can stop being a secretary and actually focus on the conversation. Next up, you need a research partner. And this is where Notebook LM from Google is just so cool. You basically feed it all of your stuff, your documents, transcripts, legal papers, creative notes, everything. It digests it all and becomes an expert on your business. Then you can just ask it questions and it'll find connections and ideas hidden inside your own data. Now, here's a pro tip for any director. Not all AI models are created equal. You got to use the right tool for the job. ChatGPT is fantastic for grabbing real-time info from the web. But if you're doing serious writing, a model like Claude is often better because it tends to, well, hallucinate less. It just makes up less stuff. And then you've got Gemini, which is the powerful engine running things like that Notebook LM tool we just talked about. Okay, in sales, there's this one rule that matters more than anything: speed to lead. The source says if you can call a new lead within seconds, not minutes, seconds, you can 2 or even 3 times your revenue. But how can you possibly do that as a one-person business? Well, you use something like Atlas. It's an AI voice system that automatically calls your leads, qualifies them, and even books appointments for you. And the voice sounds completely real. And that brings us to the final pillar. And honestly, this is where things get really futuristic. We're talking about more than just individual tools. This is about building an integrated AI system that runs the entire company, a true AI workforce. Let's kick this off with a question. You know how every company has those little bottlenecks? Someone needs an answer to a simple question, and they have to wait for someone else to reply. Well, what if every single question in your company's Slack was answered instantly by an AI that knows everything about your business? Well, that's exactly what a tool like ChatAid does. It becomes the brain of your company. It has access to everything: the meetings, the docs, the chats, and it acts like a mentor for everyone, instantly unblocking them so they can get back to work. You know that one person in every office who's the know-it-all and answers everyone's questions? Yeah, their job has just been automated. Okay, get ready, because this next concept is a little bit mind-bending. Right now, most businesses run on spreadsheets, right? Well, the argument is that in the future, they'll run on what are called disposable apps. Using a tool like Lovable, literally any employee can just describe a problem in plain English and have a custom app built in minutes to solve it. It'll be as easy as firing up a new spreadsheet. So, as we bring this all home, the main takeaway is this. This whole thing isn't really about learning 15 new tools. The technology is here, it's ready to go. The real challenge and the real opportunity is making that shift in your own head, from being a doer to being a director. Your success isn't going to be about how well you do the work, but how creative you are in telling your AI workforce what to do. And that really leaves us with one final big question. The only limit here is your own creativity. It's your ability to direct, not your ability to do. So, if you had this entire AI workforce waiting for your command, ready to build, market, and sell literally anything you can dream up, what's the first thing you'd tell them to build?